Hi, this is Bonnie, and I've already shared with you this card making kit and everything that's inside of it. I'm starting on a project, and I wanted to show you what I'm doing so that maybe you can consider doing something like this. So first of all, what I did is I purchased a book box that you can get at Michael's. I think you can get these at other places. I wanted you to see it's really important what you get for what I'm going to be creating. It's really important for which one you get because of what's inside. I am going to do a diorama inside, and the background of this is perfect. Now the cover was this horse, just like what's on the back, but what I've already done is, if you remember, when I opened up my box, I had a bunch of tissue paper on top. That's what this brown tissue paper is. And what I did was I tore it up in pieces, and I used Mod Podge glue. This is the one I actually had, but you could use Mod Podge. I actually used Martha Stewart, and because it was on sale. And I painted, or I kind of like painted pieces on like you would decoupage. And this is what I have so far. It's dried, and I wanted to show you this side, but I'm going to also do the back side. And all I do is I just brush that decoupage glue on, and I tear off pieces of the tissue paper and I glue them on with the decoupage glue. And that is what's going to be on the back. This is what's on the front. I'm going to probably do a little bit of antiquing a little bit more on this and add some stuff to it, but I'll let you know when I decide what I'm going to do. But the other thing I did at Michael's is they had this $1.50 frame in their dollar. It's like a dollar bin, but they're $1.50 mostly. And what I did is, if you recall, that paper that I showed you in the paper pack had this picture down in the corner. And as you can see, I cut that out. I fussy cut that out. And I framed her inside this $1.50 frame. The other thing that's really important about this frame, because I'm going to be putting that on the cover of this, you can see that. And I'm going to be adding some embellishments to that. But what you need to do is, it's an easel frame. So you need to pull the easel backing off. Be careful, but it works pretty easily because they're kind of cheap back here. But the other thing that was a little bit tougher was this piece right here. It was a little flap that held this window backing down, and it had a little metal circle right here. I had to yank out, and because this is just cardboard, it worked. But just be careful so you don't really do it's not going to really show because I'm going to glue it down, but I want to be careful to make sure that I still have most of that together. So that's what I've done so far. That's my plan for the cover, and like I said, I'm going to do a diorama inside using the stamp that comes, the clear stamp that comes with the kit. The other thing I've used so far, I can just set this on here to give you an idea, is there's this metallic gold ribbon. It is wire bound on the sides, and I have folded it up to be like a bow, which means it's probably go up a little further, and it's probably going to come down here, and I'm using one of the flowers, and it will set down here. That's my plan, and I will show you for sure when I finish it off what it looks like. But that's what the cover is going to be to my box, and I wanted to let you see how far I got. I'm going to finish the back of it and let it dry, and then I'm going to start on the inside. All right, so I have my box container finished using the Golden Christmas card making kit, and I'm going to show you the details of what I've added to the front. I've also used the gold glitter tool, and what I did is I put tape on the back of the frame, and I gathered it by doing an accordion type fold, and that is how that was attached. It's just a section, and this right here is the gold trim that also came with the kit. And then, like I told you, I did add the flower and the bow. I added some jingle bells that I had in my own collection. And the other thing I did, you can see that right there, is the part of the trim that has stars and circles, rhinestone trim. It's really pretty. And then I did finish the inside, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. I'm going to start over here to the left, and in the kit you got some jewelry that is beaded, and this is the leftover part of what I used. You can hardly see this because I can't set this up, but this actually hangs down like this when it's sitting up. That is the beaded jewelry that came with the kit. I measured that across, and then what was left over is what I used over here. And I added my glitter jingle bell to that. The paper right here is part of the paper pack. The snowflakes came with the kit that were already, the snowflakes that are white came with a kit. This gold metallic paper that you can see that I also used to mat came with a kit, and then I punched out some more snowflakes to go with the snowflakes that came with the kit. And that's what's on the left-hand side of my box. The inside of my box, what I did was I stamped this image. It was the stamp that came with the kit, and I stamped it and I colored it. And then what I did was I actually take photographs of my images when I'm done, because my scanner doesn't give me the color that I really, the true color of my images. So I took a picture, and then I brought it into Photoshop, and I actually made it so that the edges were a little bit more cleaned up, and then I printed it off 4 times, and I turned it into, I don't know if you can see, yeah you can, I turned it into a 3D, and you can see that she has layers to her. And then what I did is I hot glued her feet, and I hot glued this side right here. So she is attached, and she's also hot glued slightly to the tree. The tree right here did not come with a kit, neither did these trees right here, so I bought those at Michael's. I also had a little bit more left over of that jewelry, and those are my ornaments on my tree. The star is the same trim that was on the front. That was the circle, the rhinestone trim. It's like star, circle, star, circle. I love this trim. So the other thing I did was the kit came with, it looks like, I don't know if it was embossing powder or just glitter, and I put a little bit of that on first, and I wanted a little bit more bling, so I added my own, it's called Shaved Ice by Stamp Pendus, and I went ahead and added my own shaved ice to the fur on the front here. So, oh, I did want to show you the top and how I got this piece of jewelry to hang at the top. What I did was I used my piercing tool, and you can see I put 2 holes with my piercing tool. Because this is cardboard, it's not wood, I'm able to push that through. Be careful, because obviously it's a sharp tool, and I just pushed that through, and I made 2 holes, and it's kind of like sewing in a way. And then what I did was I took the tool, the glitter tool that came with the kit, and I used that like sewing. And what I did, as you can see up in there, is I brought that through, and I tied that to one of the ends of the loops of the jewelry. And so that just kind of hangs on. The gold glitter is kind of pretty in there anyway, tool. And so that is my completed set that I used, that I made using the Golden Christmas card making kit. And it's really fun to do. If you like to do cutting out in 3D, it makes really nice dioramas inside of these boxes. So again, this was something that I really thoroughly enjoyed making, and I hope you give it a try too. Oh, I wanted to show you, I did end up decoupaging the back. In a way, you can almost see the horse, but it looks like it's a part of the decoupage. You can't really tell. And it stands up, sits up. I wish I could do that on my camera, show you how it sits up, but I have to do everything laying down. But it's a really fun project. Again, if you want to get the card making kits or any of the kits and create a box like this, it's at mybestiesshop.com, and I will have the link up above telling you what that site address is, and also down in the description I will have that information. So I enjoyed making this. I hope to see you all making some too. Thanks for watching.